Hello, everyone. At what point should a man walk away from a romantic relationship? I found this thread titled, What was your fuck this, I'm out moment in a relationship on the Ask Men subreddit? Well, some of these reasons are funny, others scary, and a few just downright confusing. They all provide some truth on what men should not allow women to do to them. I'll read a few of my favorites in this video. Let's get started. Violation of my one penis rule. She kept finding others. I keep hearing the Pokemon theme. Gotta catch them all. For some women, that very much applies. I don't think we need much context here. If your woman isn't satisfied by just being with you, that's a clear sign it's time to move on. No matter what, don't make any exceptions. If she cheats once, it's a guarantee she will cheat again. Don't be stupid and give her any opportunity. Kick her to the curb immediately and get on out of there. I had a girl in college who I had been dating for a month or two. For some reason, she decided to do one of those pay me to test your boyfriend setups. It was so obvious and insulting. I broke up with her that night and ignored the incessant calls and texts for a couple of days until she gave up. Just like cheating, if a woman feels the need to test your loyalty once, she'll keep doing it all throughout the relationship. If she can't trust you at the start, she will never, ever trust you. Period. Not only is she crazy, but if you stay with her, you're crazy too. Get the fuck out of there as fast as you can. Change your number, change your address, maybe put a restraining order on her because she is absolutely cuckoo. This guy was smart for addressing it immediately and cutting her off before it could continue. There is no reason to tolerate that kind of chaos, especially at the start of a relationship. Started grad school while she was enrolled in undergrad. I study best by myself when I can dig into my reading. I explicitly told her one day, hey, I need to read these chapters and write a reflection. It should only take me a few hours. She interpreted that as, I don't want to spend any time with you. Where does that come from? Mentally checked out after that one. Not going to play those games. Another example of women being exceptionally entitled. I want all of a man's time, including the time he needs to make himself better. But what happens when this guy's grades falter or he drops out of graduate school because she wants all of his time and he can't focus on his studies? She will drop him like a bad habit and find a more successful man. Guaranteed. Just because there's only 24 hours in the day, that doesn't stop you from spending them all with me, right? Women logic at its best. We went to sleep in a pretty nice hotel once. Then I woke up and she was gone. And this little kid with a foreign accent was playing with my feet. It's a long story that goes downhill from there. Well, that escalated quickly. When I first read this, I sat here for a good 5 minutes trying to spin some story, any story, that would make this make sense. I have none. He did also add this comment. It's just another annoying boy meets girl, boy suffers head injury, boy accidentally sleeps with girl's father story. The worst part is I didn't even have a visa to be in Belarus. Okay, so don't travel to a foreign country for a woman, especially without a visa or a passport. And please, please, please do not try to sleep with your girl's dad. Both of these are very good pieces of advice. When a few weeks after she overdosed to keep me from going to work, I walked into the bedroom and she had a loaded 357 Magnum pistol aimed at my chest. Holy shit. That was after she chased me down the driveway screaming, "You go to work, I'm going to kill myself." Calling employees, If my husband doesn't come home, I'll kill myself. And calling my parents, you and my husband can raise the children. I'm going to kill myself. The manipulative suicide threats just don't stop with the borderline. Clearly, that's the case. The police took her out in handcuffs for another psych commitment that night, and the next day I got custody and a restraining order. Smart guy. That was 22 years ago. The restraining order became permanent, and my children and myself concealed carry. Borderline personality disorder. Sucks to be you. Don't play around with women who have mental health issues. The moment you know she has been diagnosed with something, or you see she's on meds for something, get out. Shit like this isn't just annoying, it can cost you your life. Literally. And it sounds like this guy was just one bullet away from his life being over. When my ex wife first resisted marriage counseling, and then after finally giving in, then claimed the counselor, who was independent and very professional, claimed she was on my side. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. I stopped trying after that and asked for a divorce. Sounds like a good choice. In retrospect, we actually should have went to marriage counseling the day I proposed to her, the day of our wedding, and while on our honeymoon. Why would you need to go to counseling at all those points? Each of these events, she ended the days intoxicated, and I vowed never again to date anyone with a substance abuse problem. This guy, he did it completely wrong. If you proposed to a girl and she ended that night completely wasted, that should have been your first red flag that something was wrong. Probably should have been a red flag well before that. Too many men put on rose-colored glasses when it comes to women. Also, stop with this counseling shit. If you think you need counseling and you've barely proposed to her, get out of there. Why the hell would you want to marry a woman that you're having those kind of issues with that early in your relationship? That is just stupidity, plain and simple. I texted her during a time of day that we normally text or talk on the phone. The next day, she texted me back saying, "Thanks for waking me up last night. I had to get up early." Well, did she tell you anything? It was hurtful to me and I didn't like it, but I thought that maybe it was a shit test, so I took the high road and apologized and moved on with the relationship. Big mistake. The relationship, it lasted only a few more years until she was super awful to me. So, in retrospect, I should have never spoken to her again after that first mean text and gone with my gut. I had this situation happen to me years back, except it was with a female friend. Like this guy, I stupidly apologized when I should have stood up for myself. Don't tolerate rudeness and do not apologize for her bad behavior. Hold her accountable for it. When I came over to watch the kids so she could go to work, and baby daddy answered the door in his underwear the morning after he got out of jail. Nice. This should go without saying, but for the love of God, do not get involved with the single mother. There is no good reason whatsoever to do so. At a minimum, you're going to have another man in your girlfriend's life with 100% constant access to her. Even if she doesn't cheat with him, it's just drama that you don't need. Also, you have a kid that will never see you as his or her true father. And just like this guy found out, you become an easy babysitter for her to use anytime she wants. All she has to do is complain that she doesn't have anyone else, and poof, now you are the free daycare service. Congratulations. As soon as you find out she has a kid, bid her adios. And some women will hide that, but it doesn't matter. The moment you know it, get out of there. So boys, what have we learned from this video? All these stories share one commonality, and that is disrespect. Grow some balls and stop letting women behave this way towards you. As men, We've done a terrible, terrible job of holding women accountable for their actions. The result is that they've been taught that acting this way is not only acceptable, but appropriate. Set clear boundaries in the relationship the moment you start dating. Make sure she understands that if those lines are crossed, the relationship is over. Full stop. Then follow through on it. Don't become one of these simps that excuses bad behavior from women. Your time, your effort, and your energy is worth far more than a woman who thinks that your standards are not important. Keep that in mind. If you like the content that I've posted here today, please subscribe to the channel so you'll know when I drop my next video. Like and share this content with others. It's going to be word of mouth that helps this channel to grow, and I certainly hope to have a bigger audience in the future. Please check out the other content on my channel, and I will see you all in a future video. Take care.